What if I told you that with just a handful of simple, carefully chosen movements, you could feel stronger, steadier, and more independent than you have in years? No expensive machines, no crowded gyms, just a few minutes a day right where you are. After 60, the way our bodies respond to activity begins to change. Tasks that once felt effortless, getting out of a chair, bending to pick something up, walking across the room, can suddenly require more effort. But the good news is your body still has an incredible ability to adapt. It just needs the right kind of training. In this session, we'll explore 5 practical, safe, and deeply effective exercises designed specifically for aging bodies. Each one has been chosen for its ability to improve not only your muscle strength, but also your balance, confidence, and freedom in daily life. These aren't complicated routines. They're movements that respect your body, protect your joints, and help you live the life you want for as long as possible. Before we begin, I'd love to know, where are you watching from today? Share your city or country in the comments below. And if you're looking for supportive, realistic health guidance for life, after 60, tap that subscribe button so we can continue this journey together. Let's get started with the very first movement. It's deceptively simple but can transform the way your entire body moves and feels. Exercise 1, the plank. The first movement we're going to explore might look simple at first glance, but don't let its quiet appearance fool you. This exercise is a powerhouse for building stability from the inside out. It's called the plank. For many people over 60, the plank can be a game changer. Why? Because it strengthens the core, the network of muscles in your belly, lower back, and sides that quietly support almost every movement you make. Whether you're standing up from a chair, reaching for a shelf, turning to greet someone, or keeping your balance while walking, your core is involved. Think of your core as the foundation of a house. If the foundation is strong and steady, the whole structure stands tall and stable. If it's weak, everything above it starts to wobble. That's why focusing on core stability is so important, especially as we age. The plank is one of the most efficient ways to do it because it engages multiple muscle groups at the same time. You're not just training your abs, you're training your posture, your balance, and even your breathing control. And the beauty is, you don't need any equipment to start. Here's how to set yourself up for success. Begin by lying face down on the floor. Place your forearms beneath your shoulders, elbows bent, then gently lift your body, keeping it in a straight line from head to heels. Your hips should not sag toward the floor, and you shouldn't raise your bottom too high. Imagine a straight board running along your back. Keep your belly gently braced as if you're preparing for someone to tap it. Hold this position for 20 to 30 seconds to start. Breathe evenly. Feel the gentle tension in your core, your shoulders, and your legs. When you're done, lower yourself slowly. If the full plank feels too challenging at first, there are easier variations. One is the knee plank, same setup, but keep your knees on the ground. Another is the side plank, where you lie on your side and lift yourself using one forearm. This variation is excellent for the muscles along your waist, which play a big role in balance and twisting motions. Even a short plank each day can bring noticeable changes. Your posture may feel more upright, your balance steadier. Everyday movements like bending to pick something up or climbing stairs can feel more controlled. Have you ever noticed how much harder it is to move confidently when your middle feels weak? The plank helps change that. It trains your body to hold itself steady, so every step, every reach, every turn feels more secure. If you're following along, here's a little challenge for you. Try it today, just 20 seconds. Then tell me in the comments how steady you felt afterward. Use the word steady so I know you're part of this challenge. The plank is more than an exercise. It's a reminder that strength doesn't have to come from heavy lifting or long workouts. It can come from a few focused seconds of stillness. Those moments repeated over time become the final gift you give yourself each day, the gift of stability and independence. Once you've built the habit of holding that position, you might be surprised at how quickly your body responds. In just a few weeks, you could feel more confident on your feet, more upright in your posture, and less strained in your lower back. From here, we'll move on to the next movement, one that focuses on a part of your body you use every single time you take a step forward, your hips. And when those muscles are strong and flexible, life's everyday transitions, like standing, sitting, bending, become a whole lot easier. Exercise 2, chair-assisted hip hinge. The hips are the silent workhorses of your body. Every step you take, every time you bend forward, every time you rise from a chair, they are leading the movement. Yet for many people after the age of 60, this vital area begins to lose strength and flexibility. And when the hips weaken, even the simplest daily tasks can feel like uphill climbs. That's why the second exercise in our series is the chair-assisted hip hinge. This movement trains you to bend from your hips instead of your lower back, a habit that protects your spine, keeps you steady, and allows you to move with far less strain. Imagine trying to pick up a grocery bag from the floor. If you bend from your lower back, you're placing all the pressure on a fragile chain of vertebrae. But if you hinge from your hips, you use the large, powerful muscles in your glutes and hamstrings. Those muscles are built for this kind of work, and they'll protect your back for years to come. Let's walk through it step by step. Stand in front of a sturdy chair. Keep your feet about hip-width apart. Soften your knees slightly, never lock them. Now push your hips backward as though you're going to sit down, but stop before you actually touch the seat. Keep your back straight and your chest gently lifted. You should feel a light stretch in the backs of your thighs. That's your hamstrings waking up. Pause there for a moment, then press through your heels and squeeze your glutes as you return to standing tall. Move slowly with control. This isn't about speed, it's about training your body to move correctly. At first, you may want to keep your hands on your hips to help you focus on the motion. Once you're comfortable, you can hold a light weight in each hand, such as small water bottles or cans. The added resistance helps your muscles grow stronger over time. If balance is a concern, keep the chair behind you for safety. That way, if you feel unsteady, you can sit down instead of losing your footing. The goal is always safety first. One of the best parts of this exercise is how quickly it carries over into daily life. Tying your shoes, lifting laundry, gardening. Every time you bend with your hips, you're protecting your back and making the movement easier. And over time, that means less soreness, better posture, and more confidence in your ability to move freely. Have you ever noticed how certain tasks, like leaning down to pet a dog or pick something off the floor, become more awkward with age? Often it's not because you're weaker overall, but because your body's movement patterns have shifted. The hip hinge helps correct that. It reminds your body how to bend in the safest, most efficient way possible. If you're trying this right now, I'd love for you to leave a comment with the word hips. It's a small word, but it represents the powerful center from which so much of our movement begins. As you continue practicing, focus on that feeling of strength coming from your center. Picture your hips as the hinge of a well-built door, smooth, stable, reliable. That image can guide your body into better form without overthinking each step. Before you know it, you'll feel the difference. Rising from a chair will be smoother. Walking will feel lighter. Even carrying groceries or climbing stairs will put less strain on your back. That's the gift of training your hips to work as they should. And once you've mastered the hip hinge, you'll be ready to pair it with movements that strengthen your upper body as well. Because balance and independence come from building strength in all the places you rely on most. In the next section, we'll look at an exercise that protects your shoulders, arms, and chest without putting you down on the floor. It's one you can do right up against a wall, and it might just surprise you with how effective it feels. Exercise 3, wall push-up. Now we turn our attention to the upper body. Strong legs and hips keep you steady, but your arms, shoulders, and chest are the tools you use for lifting, reaching, pushing, and pulling. After 60, these muscles are just as important to maintain, but traditional push-ups on the floor can feel daunting. Maybe your wrists ache when you put weight on them. Maybe your shoulders don't move like they used to. Or perhaps the idea of lowering yourself to the ground and getting back up feels unsafe. That's why this next movement is such a valuable alternative. It's called the wall push-up. Think of it as a standing version of the classic push-up. You get all the benefits: stronger arms, shoulders, chest, and even core muscles without the joint strain or the risk of awkward floor transitions. And because it's adjustable, you can make it as easy or as challenging as you like. Let's set it up. Stand facing a sturdy wall about an arm's length away. Place your hands flat against the wall at shoulder height, a little wider than your shoulders. Spread your fingers comfortably, pointing them upward. Keep your body in a straight line from head to heels. Don't let your hips sag or your belly drop forward. Now slowly bend your elbows and lean toward the wall. Inhale as you bring your chest closer. Pause briefly when you're near the wall. Then exhale as you press yourself back to the starting position. That's one repetition. Start with 8 to 12 repetitions, moving slowly and with control. This is not a race. The slower you go, the more your muscles have to work. If you want to make it a bit more challenging later on, simply move your feet farther back from the wall. The increased angle makes your body heavier to push. You can also use a countertop or the edge of a sturdy table for an in-between difficulty before progressing to the floor, if that's your goal. Why is this movement so important? Every time you open a heavy door, push yourself up from a chair without using your legs, or carry something in front of you, you're engaging the same muscle groups that wall push-ups train. Keeping these muscles strong helps you avoid strain, protect your joints, and feel more capable in everyday life. Have you ever noticed how heavy something feels when your upper body isn't as strong as it used to be? Even tasks like placing groceries on a counter or lifting a pan can seem harder. This exercise begins to reverse that trend. If you're practicing along with me, let me know in the comments by writing the word arms. That's what we're building here, strength you can feel in every reach and every push. One of the best parts about wall push-ups is that they also recruit your core muscles. By keeping your body in a straight line and resisting the urge to arch your back, you're subtly training your midsection along with your arms and chest. This means better posture and balance even though you're focused on an upper body movement. And because you're upright, your heart and lungs work in a comfortable position. That makes this exercise accessible for many people who might find floor exercises too intense. Over time, you'll start to notice changes. Your arms will feel firmer, your shoulders will feel more stable. Everyday pushing tasks will feel lighter and less tiring. You may even find your posture improving simply because the muscles that hold your shoulders back are getting stronger. From here, we'll move into a position that might surprise you. It doesn't involve movement at all, just stillness. Yet it builds total body strength, focus, and balance in a way that few exercises can. And the best part, it's as joint-friendly as it is powerful. That's our next step. Exercise 4, horse stance. Sometimes the most powerful exercises are the ones that look like you're doing almost nothing at all. They don't require motion. They don't need equipment. They simply ask you to be still and let your body hold its own weight. That's where today's next movement comes in. It's called the horse stance. This ancient posture has been used in martial arts and balance training for centuries. At first glance, it might seem too simple to make a difference. You just stand there, knees bent, feet wide. But the stillness is where the magic happens. In those moments, you're training strength, stability, and focus all at once. For those of us over 60, the horse stance offers several unique benefits. It strengthens your legs, glutes, and core muscles in a low-impact way that's easy on the joints. It sharpens your sense of balance, something that naturally fades with age unless we deliberately work to maintain it. And perhaps most importantly, it teaches your body and mind to work together calmly and with intention. Here's how to begin. Stand with your feet wider than shoulder width apart. Turn your toes slightly outward, about 30 degrees is a good guide. Now gently bend your knees and lower your hips as though you're sitting halfway into a chair. Don't go so low that it's uncomfortable, just enough to feel your legs begin to engage. Keep your back straight, chest lifted, and core gently braced. Imagine you're protecting your midsection from a soft tap, engaged but not tense. Let your shoulders relax away from your ears. Hold this position for 15 to 30 seconds at first. Focus on your breathing. Inhale slowly through your nose. Exhale gently through your mouth. As you grow stronger, work toward holding for 60 seconds. The goal isn't to push through pain, it's to gradually build endurance in your muscles and stability in your posture. If you want to increase the challenge, hold a small weight or a book at your chest. This adds resistance and helps you stay centered. If balance is a concern, stand near a wall or sturdy chair. You can lightly touch it for support without leaning your weight on it. Why is this so effective? Because your body is working hard in ways you can't always see. Your legs are holding you up. Your glutes are keeping your hips stable. Your core is quietly engaged to prevent you from tipping forward or back. Even your mind is involved learning to focus and maintain calm in a position that demands effort. Have you ever stood up in the morning and felt unsteady for a few moments? The horse stance helps address that. It trains the small stabilizing muscles that keep you from swaying or stumbling. And those muscles are just as important as the big ones when it comes to moving confidently through your day. If you're trying this now, I'd love for you to write steady legs in the comments. It's a phrase that captures exactly what this exercise builds: legs that can hold you steady in any situation. Over time, you may find that your steps feel lighter. Your posture feels more open. Your confidence grows not just in movement, but in the knowledge that you can rely on your body. This is more than an exercise. It's a quiet moment of connection between you and your own strength. Every second you hold the stance, you're reminding yourself that stability is built from the ground up. And speaking of building from the ground up, our next exercise will take that idea even further. It's a gentle but powerful movement that trains your hips, glutes, and hamstrings to work in harmony. We'll add a light weight to guide the motion, and in doing so, we'll prepare your body for the bending, lifting, and standing tasks you face every day. That's what's coming next. Exercise 5, Dumbbell Hip Hinge. Some of the most important movements we make each day don't look like exercise at all. Picking up a dropped item, standing from a chair, climbing the stairs. All of these rely on a coordinated effort between your hips, glutes, hamstrings, and lower back. And when those areas weaken, daily tasks become more tiring and sometimes risky. The dumbbell hip hinge is one of the best ways to train these muscles to work together. It's not flashy, it's not fast, but it is powerful. By practicing this movement with intention, you can protect your spine, strengthen your lower body, and move through life with more confidence. Here's how to set it up. Stand tall with your feet about hip width apart. Hold a light dumbbell in both hands, letting it rest against the front of your thighs. Keep your knees soft, never locked. Now begin by pushing your hips back as if you were trying to reach your tailbone toward a wall behind you. Allow your upper body to tip forward naturally, keeping your back straight and your chest lifted. As you move, let the dumbbell slide down along the front of your legs. Stop when it reaches about mid-shin or just below your knees. You should feel a gentle stretch in the backs of your thighs. That's your hamstrings at work. Pause for a brief moment here. Then squeeze your glutes and press through your heels to return to standing tall. This squeeze at the top is where the magic happens. It reinforces the power of your hips and glutes, teaching them to do the heavy lifting instead of your lower back. Go slowly. The dumbbell hip hinge isn't about speed, it's about control. Focus on your form. Feel your hips guiding the movement, your back staying steady, your legs engaging to support you. Why is this so important? Because bending incorrectly is one of the fastest ways to strain your back. Over time, those small strains can add up, making it harder to move without discomfort. The hip hinge teaches your body a safer way to bend, one that uses the big, strong muscles in your lower body instead of overloading the spine. If you don't have a dumbbell, you can use a household item like a water bottle or a bag of rice. The goal isn't heavy weight, it's consistent practice with good technique. Have you ever noticed a twinge in your back after lifting something from the floor? That's your body telling you it needs better movement habits. This exercise helps you build those habits so your body knows what to do automatically when you bend. If you're following along right now, share the word glutes in the comments. That's the powerhouse we're activating. Strong glutes aren't just for athletes, they're essential for balanced posture and everyday mobility. Over time, you'll likely notice changes you didn't expect. Rising from a chair will feel easier. Your steps may feel more stable. Carrying groceries or moving light furniture might not leave you as tired. This is your body adapting to smarter, safer movement patterns. Remember, the hip hinge is a building block. It supports so many other motions in life. And when you add a light weight, you're giving your muscles just enough challenge to grow stronger without unnecessary strain. With the plank, we built your core stability. With the chair-assisted hip hinge, we protected your back. With wall push-ups, we strengthened your upper body. With the horse stance, we boosted your balance. And now with the dumbbell hip hinge, we've tied it all together. Training your body to bend, lift, and stand with power and control. Next, we'll bring everything full circle in the conclusion. We'll review what you've learned, why it matters, and how to turn these movements into daily habits that keep you strong, steady, and independent for years to come. Conclusion. 5 simple movements. That's all it takes to start reshaping how your body feels, moves, and supports you each day. No crowded gyms, no complicated machines, just you, your breath, and a little daily intention. We began with the plank, creating a foundation of core stability, so your posture and balance can improve from the inside out. Then we moved to the chair-assisted hip hinge, teaching your body to bend safely and protect your lower back. We strengthened your upper body with wall push-ups, so opening a door or lifting a bag feels lighter. We found stillness and strength in the horse stance, connecting your legs, core, and balance in one quiet moment. And we finished with the dumbbell hip hinge, training your hips and glutes to power your daily movements. Each exercise is simple, but together they form a powerful toolkit. They protect your joints, build your strength, and help you move with confidence. More importantly, they are investments in your independence, the kind that pays you back every single day. You don't need to master them all at once. Start with one. Practice it until it feels natural, then add another and another. Over time, these movements can become as much a part of your routine as brushing your teeth or making your morning coffee. Every time you choose to move, even for just a minute or two, you're reminding your body that it's still capable, still growing, and still worth the effort. That's a powerful message at any age, but especially after 60, when the world sometimes underestimates what your body can do. Have you ever noticed how small changes can lead to big shifts in how you feel? That's exactly what happens here. The first time you get up from a chair without pushing on the armrests, the first time you bend to pick something up without straining your back, the first time you realize your balance feels steady, those moments are the real rewards. So here's my challenge for you. Pick one of these exercises and do it today. Then tell me in the comments which one you chose and how it felt. Share your experience. Your story might encourage someone else to start. If you found value in these movements, subscribe so we can keep learning, moving, and building strength together. Because no matter your age, your body still has the power to surprise you. All it takes is patience, consistency, and a little kindness toward yourself. This is your time. Your body is your lifelong companion. Treat it well, and it will carry you farther than you imagine. Let's take the first step today and keep moving forward, one strong, steady breath at a time.